Hey there everybody, quick video. Once I get my logo and banner and all that kind of stuff situated, then I'm going to start doing videos like this all the time. Just random, this is how my day's going kind of videos. And today's video is about not driving your vehicle when you smell gas. I dropped off my kids at my parents' house, which is up the road. I thought maybe I smelled gas, but I had COVID, and so my nose doesn't really work very well. And I thought, nah, that doesn't make any sense. So then I drove 10 miles away, had my appointment, got out of my appointment, got back in the car and thought, it kind of smells like gas. But I thought, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I drove 10 miles from where I was back to my parents' house. I went inside for maybe 5 minutes with the car off to pick up the kids, and got back to the car and said to the kids who can smell, guys, does it smell? And they all said, oh my gosh, it smells like gas, it smells like gas. And then I put my kids in the car and I drove home. And I thought, well, if there is a gas leak, it's probably dripping out of the bottom of the gas tank. And as I drive, it's just going to drip and go onto the road. And so, can't be that big of a deal. I haven't caught on fire yet, so it's probably going to be okay. So I get up to the top of the driveway and I look under the vehicle, and around the wheel well on the driver's side, it's dripping. And I wonder, is it condensation from the air conditioner because it's hot out today? And so I put my finger underneath and it feels not like water. And I ask my son, does this smell like gas? And he says yes. So I call my husband, who wasn't home. He didn't answer his phone. And then I called a buddy of his who's a car guy. And I said, hey buddy, car is leaking gas, what do I do? And he said, bring it to my shop, I'll fix it, just bring it before it runs out of gas. So I'm running out of gas. As I was on my way home, it said I had 72 miles left before I was going to be out. Then when I left my parents' house, it said I had 64 miles left. Then I was trying to put some gas in it so that I could get all the way to the shop. And so I went to the shed and I had to switch a car seat and I poured the gas in, but the gas didn't really go because the way that the gas tank, the gas cans have those ergonomic or those safety funnel thing, it didn't work. So I poured some gas in, but just mostly spilled some outside the car and on the wheel and stuff. And I got the kids in the car, and we're driving down the driveway, and we're driving 20 minutes away to this shop. And as I'm driving, it's saying, you have 34 miles, you have 33 miles, you have 32 miles until you run out. And I got a hold of my husband by then, and my husband says, what are you doing? No, you need to turn around, you need to stop the car, you're gonna catch on fire, you're gonna explode, you need to not do that. And the kids are all listening. And so I say, okay, well, I'm on the highway. I just got on the highway. I'll turn around as soon as I can. I hang up with him, and my kids are all in the back seat, scared, saying Mom, we're going to explode. We're going to die. We want to go home. We're scared. And I'm saying to them very calmly, guys, it'll be fine. It's totally fine. I'm not going to let you guys die, because if I let you die, Nana will be mad at me for eternity. And I don't want to deal with that. So I'm not going to die. You're not going to die. Everything's going to be fine. Let's say a little prayer, another little prayer, because we already said several. Let's say another little prayer, and, it'll be fine. We were making bets about whether we were going to get home or not. I turned off the AC. I made an illegal U-turn on the highway through the little cut-through that the police officers use. And then I blew through a stop sign and two stop signs to get home. Put the car in neutral on the way down the road. Got out of the car, got the kids out of the car quickly, and they were all fine by then. And I said, get out of the car, get up to the house. I left the car on the street, which is what my husband said to do. He came home a few minutes later. I gave him the keys. He took a look at it. He called me down, and I was joking about, aren't you glad I didn't kill the kids, blah, blah, blah. And he said, I'm glad you didn't kill you, and da-da-da-da, and it could have exploded, and that's not what you do. And if there's a gas leak, you gotta do something about it. You never drive it. And he's super calm and super chill and super understanding, because I have the best husband in the whole world. He goes down to the street to look at the car, and he says, I want you to come with me. I want to show you something. And we're down at the car, and he's getting ready to turn the car on. He had the hood up, and I said, no, I don't want you to turn the car on. You just said that I almost exploded, and I almost killed myself, and it would have been a fireball, and it would have been terrible, and all this stuff. So why are you going to start the car? Is it going to do that flash thing where the grill catches, when you have the gas on too much, and then you light it, and it does that flash over thing? He said, no, just here's my phone. Hit the record button as soon as I turn the car on, and you'll see. And so I hit the record button. He turned on the car, and this stream, like this wide, of gasoline is shooting out the top of the engine and was bouncing off of the hood and then going down onto the engine and just like showering down. It was so big of a stream that it was shooting out from the car over the side of the hood and onto the ground. Like a big giant pumping artery, just spurting spurting gas like a geyser. So I took the video and then I turned the video off. And then I realized that I really almost killed my kids and I. And still, my husband, being great, says, yes, but you didn't know. And now you do know. And I wanted to share it with you so that you know next time, because usually you make really good decisions. You always make really good decisions. And this time, you just didn't have all the information. And I said to him, I really thought, like, if there was, even after I knew that there was a drip, I just thought that it was, like, dripping out of the bottom. I thought, like, you know, maybe I, like, ran over a stick, and maybe there's, like, tiny little hole, and, like, it occurred to me that it was losing gas way faster than it should have been from a tiny little hole, but it did not occur to me that it could have been, like, spurting out the top like a geyser, and that I really almost killed myself and my kids. And had I been driving for another couple minutes, the car would have exploded. And what he said was, the way that it was leaking, the engine would have caught on fire, the hood would have blown off, probably shattered the windshield, and I would have, you know, died. And hopefully the kids would have been able to get out, but I would have, you know, burst into flames and been dead before the kids. Hopefully they could have gotten out before they heard me scream, or hopefully I died quickly or whatever. But anyway, it was a lot funnier when I was joking about the fact that I almost killed the kids. It's a lot less funny when I realized that I actually almost killed my kids. So, this is a note to you from me, as usual, sharing things that I know so that you can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to do it yourself. If you ever smell gas in your car, stop what you're doing, put it in park, and don't drive it anymore, and call somebody for help. And if you realize that it's leaking, really stop, and for sure, don't put more gas in it and load your kids up and try and drive somewhere. So, thanks for watching. Please share this with anybody that you think might not have this information and it might be useful for them. Hopefully the next video will be a little happier. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.